Alright, today is Monday, January 16th. Breakfast with cinnamon rolls. I took a picture of it. My sister made everybody cinnamon rolls. And then for lunch, I made a sausage hash. So this has sweet potatoes, a piece of the butternut squash, and some russet potatoes. I kind of fried those up. And then I put some Italian sausage in here. So these aren't bratwurst, these are Italian sausage. And I just cook those up and slice them up in whatever. You have a choice between a green bean casserole. I do not have any of the French fried onions. So I just use some of these sourdough pita crackers. And that will work for that, but for those that don't like green bean casserole, oh, and I also used my own cream of soup. So when I make a batch, I just put one batch in the freezer, and that works for that. And then for those that don't like for those that don't like green bean casserole, there's just some green beans here, and that used up 3 cans of green beans from the food pantry and 1 corn. Alright, here is dinner. I put together some taco meat and onion. So I had a pound of ground beef, and then I put in a can of black beans that I had canned. So it's, this size jar, a pint size. I put tortillas in the oven with some olive oil on it, so it kind of has like a little more of a taco crunch type thing. I kind of doctored up some of the leftover lunch. So this is the green beans and corn, and I put some bacon bits in there, and a little soy sauce. I made some cilantro lime rice using 2 bags of this. Pulled out some of the home canned salsa. We have some sour cream. We have some cheese, and we have some olives, and anybody can just kind of build their own taco, but we're going to have it on Monday instead of Tuesday. Alright, so I am preparing breakfast for tomorrow. This is an overnight French toast recipe. So this is the first thing you do with this recipe, and I'm going to make it a little different, which is why I'm filming this so I can remember what I did. I am using 1 stick of butter. I'm using my sugar-free sugar for this, and then I drizzled it with molasses to kind of make it a brown sugar, because you put this whole thing in the oven, you let it melt, and then you mix it all together. So it's supposed to have 1.5 cups of sugar, and we've always thought that was way too much. I would say there's about 2/3 of a cup here. Then I drizzled the molasses, and then I added 2 scoops of the protein powder to kind of bulk this up a bit, and then sprinkled the cinnamon on top. So I'm going to put this in the oven. I'm going to let the butter melt down, and then I'm going to mix this all up. And then I'm going to take this bread that I made. The family thought it was to snack on. No. I'm going to slice this up. And once the butter's melted, then I put the bread down, and then I pour the egg mixture on top, and then it goes into the fridge overnight and just kind of soaks up, and then you cook it in the morning. So that's what I'm going to do now, and then tomorrow I will share with you what that looks like, and in the description box below will be the recipe. Alright, here's breakfast. Here is how it turned out. I would have liked to have served some sausage with this, but that ain't gonna happen right now. So there you go. That's just how you serve it. See, there's a little bit of the juice on the bottom. There we go. It is Tuesday night, wrapping up today with what we ate. Lunch was leftovers, so we had some twice baked potatoes to eat. We had chili. We had soup in the fridge. We had chicken pot pie, whatever. You just grabbed what you wanted for lunch. For dinner, I was not here, but I said there are more leftovers in the fridge, And so that's what everybody is eating, so we can prepare ourselves for tomorrow. And there are still, I see at least some cabbage soup. I don't see any chili. There's some cabbage soup, so we can have that for lunch tomorrow. I'm going to have some of the chicken pot pie. And that will wrap up tonight. It is Wednesday, and for breakfast we did some sausage links and some of that leftover potatoes from the other night. I think the kids also did some toast. And then for lunch, I put this in my weekly, what I got from the mobile food pantry. This is a broccoli and cheese soup. Alright, I have dinner cooking for tonight, but I need to, I'm blue again. This lighting. I have dinner cooking for tonight, but I'm using this whole bag of chicken. So I'm going to get dinner for tomorrow started because it needs to marinate overnight. Technically, the stir-fried chicken should have as well, but we went for convenience and easy. So I'm going to turn my chicken chest into chicken tenders, and then I'm going to use Divas Can Cook buttermilk. What is that called? Fried chicken. That's something my sons have been asking, and it's like, okay, fine, I'll bite the bullet. I used to love watching Divas Can Cook years ago, so this is one I've always wanted to try, and we're gonna do that today. So making dinner for tonight, but preparing for tomorrow because this needs to go into the fridge overnight. All right, and here's dinner brought to you by my mobile food pantry. Mostly I'm using chicken. I have this huge 10-pound bag of chicken, and I made stir fry for tonight. I'm getting stuff ready for fried chicken for tomorrow, and then I want to do a baked chicken like my mom. What are you doing? Staying busy. Ooh, that pretty. Oh, is that mushrooms?
It's a mushroom.
It's a mushroom. I like it. So I'm kind of dividing it over 10 pounds over 3 meals, possibly 4. There's going to be a lot of leftovers. So when it comes to stir fry is like my one weakness, and I love it. One of the reasons I love it is I can add any vegetable to it and just make my heart happy. Okay, so in this stir fry, we have onions from the food pantry, we have carrots from the food pantry, we have broccoli from the food pantry, we have half a head of cabbage from the food pantry, we have ginger from the food pantry. Even my water chestnuts here was from the food pantry. This I purchased and I added it to there. So I purchased the chicken and the baby corn nuggets. I kind of marinated the chicken in the teriyaki stir fry sauce that we got from Aldi. And then I added a little bit of my Asian plum sauce, from the food pantry. I only did a little bit because the kids aren't all that, they don't really like it all that much. But I added a little bit, shouldn't add too much of that flavor to it. I also added a can of my, and I left this in here just to show you, it's not going to go to waste, my mushrooms that I canned. Ugh, I'm being stubborn, I'll get you. And that also was from the food pantry. Remember all those mushrooms that I got from the food pantry? So this is like food pantry heaven. So we're going to put this on some rice that I have cooking over there, and that is going to be dinner for tonight. And it's using up a lot of this produce that we've got that's going to go bad quickly. So that's a win in my book. We're using this big bag of chicken that's been taking up room in my freezer because I didn't get to sorting it when I got it. So that's great, and we'll have chicken for the next 3 nights, but you know what? It is what it is. All right, I will see you tomorrow with what we have tomorrow. Okay, it is Thursday, January 19th, and here's what we've had for breakfast and lunch. And I need to start dinner, and that's when I remembered, oh yeah, I'm doing this thing. These are strawberry muffins. I made a batch yesterday for the mobile food pantry, and I shared that with you. That ended up making 15 or 16 muffins, I can't remember. And about half of them were eaten this morning. I think my kids are all muffined out. So, yeah, they were kind of done. I'm not sure what else they ate. I heard the fridge a couple of times. I know I have some almond yogurt in there. But beyond that, I legit have no idea what else they ate. They're big kids. They know what's allowed and what they can do. All right. Then for lunch, we still have this beef and bean burrito pack in the freezer. I bought this kind of when all of the two stuff was going down and I wanted something quick, simple, and convenient. Well, my kids absolutely love these and they asked if we could have this today because it's been taunting them. So that's what we did. I probably, hindsight would have been like, oh, I should save this for, when things get a little crazy and we need a little quick meal. But honestly, I was like, yeah, sure, let's do that. And then we've been just enjoying outside today. So it's like whatever is convenient and easy, let's do it. Let's get outside before the winter storms blow in. So that's kind of what we've done. Now, dinner is going to be like a ritzy dinner for our family. Can't wait to show you that. So I'm going to get started on that, and then the next clip you'll see what I'm talking about. Well, we ended up having my sisters over, so I really couldn't get any footage while they were here, but we had this gorgeous cabbage salad. I will write it all out in the description box below. And then I made that fried chicken, and it was so good. Along with this, I also made some potato wedges. It was a delicious meal. All right, here is breakfast. I made another of those overnight French toast bakes, even with the eggs being ridiculous. Aldi right now has them at $3.99. I'm actually using the Food Pantry's eggs. I think it was a couple of weeks ago that I shared with that, and it's been a couple of weeks. I've been kind of hoarding them, but I don't want them to go bad, so I decided to do this for breakfast today. Okay, for lunch, I made egg roll in a bowl again today. It's just, again, a favorite, so lots of repeats going on. The recipe for this is on my Facebook page, which you can find in the description box below. Well, dinner is done and over with. I ended up doing leftovers for dinner. I was kind of in a big cooking meal prep spree thing. There's a little glimpse of it. And we had one of these containers. This is I think it's an 8-cup Pyrex thing of the cabbage soup that I made last week, and we needed to eat that tonight. So we had that. We have this chili that we will probably finish for lunch tomorrow. They put that on some tater tots. And then I'm going to try to make that that chicken tomorrow night. Alright, we went up to the big city to meet up with a friend, and I left at dark 30. Not really, but it felt like it. Literally overslept my alarm, feet hit the ground, and I dashed. So McDonald's was for breakfast. Now it's going on 3 o'clock, and we're home for lunch because I refused to buy any more while we were out. So I grabbed a bag of tater tots. Here is some of that leftover chili. So that's my I think it's an 8-cup Pyrex container. I'm going to put the chili over the tater tots, and I'm going to bake it at 350 for, I don't know, 10, 15, 20 minutes. And we will serve it, and we will have some food. Something quick and easy, and using up leftovers. Okay, well that's a wrap for week 3 of the 3 Rivers Homestead Pantry Challenge. What a week. I did not film anything for last night's dinner because we had a late lunch. We did the tater tots and chili pretty late, and then last night we were all just wiped out. All of us. Just energy, mentally, whatever. And we watched Murder, She Wrote. So we sat on the couch and just did that. I think we had fruit that we were eating. People were eating apples. People were eating I ate a jar of marinated artichoke hearts. Thought it was delicious. My husband had a salad. My daughter had salad. I mean, it was just whatever. Not a whole lot of eating happening then. So that wraps it up. I thought it would be really interesting to share with you some of the things that I want to use up this week, and ask for your help in the comment section below for ideas. So one of the reasons I'm trying to do this is kind of cycle through the food pantry items that I have kind of stashed away for such a time as this. And sometimes you can get in kind of a rut as to what to make with them. So I'm going to do that. And I'll take you along and you guys can give me your suggestions down below. No guarantees I'll make them, but definitely throw out those suggestions. Okay, I thought I'd first share with you the leftovers that I still have in my fridge. So this is the egg roll in a bowl. This is the sweet potatoes, and sausage. This is the stir fry, and this is the cabbage salad. That's what I should have gotten. Should have gotten more avocados today, because it really just takes it up that much more. But like I said, Pantry Challenge shouldn't be doing it, but since I kind of opened it with that, we did go to Kroger today since it's snowing, and we were driving past it. My sister asked if I could pick up some stuff for her, so we did, and I found this in the dollar section, so I grabbed this. And my husband does a lemon or lime in his water every morning, so that was kind of my thing. Was we used up all the other ones, now we can replenish it with these. And I also found 2 things of beef. Now I know we're in a pantry challenge, but I grabbed them because beef on sale is so precious. I'll put a picture of what I got here because it's already out in the back freezer, tucked away, put away, and all that. But I knew beef is just, the cost of beef is going to go up, and we're just really trying to save money in the long run. So I did pick up those, and I got these limes, and I should have gotten an avocado because that would have been really good with dinner tonight, but oh well. Alright, so here's what's still left that we're working on. This is kind of the biggest thing that I need ideas for. We have these 3 spaghetti sauces, and my husband is not a spaghetti person at all. I could probably do one for a lunch this week. I still have 2. If there's something other than spaghetti that I could do, I am all ears. I have tried dumping this in a chili, and it does work, but it does make the chili a sweeter chili, which is not a favorite. So lend me your ideas. When I was putting the beef away in the freezer, I found this freezer meal that I had set aside. This is a Mississippi pot roast, and I did 2, and the other one was really good. And I still have like open banana peppers and pepperoni in the fridge. So I was like, hey, we should use that this week and use up those jars in the fridge. I have this opened in the fridge that we need to use. I can't get it open. So like I said, it looks like it's going to be the pasta sauce week, which is rather unfortunate. But we'll actually use this to make little pizzas. We have some rice cakes, and that's actually the way my kids really like little pizzas, is rice cakes with some of this, some cheese, and probably the toppings will end up being like sausage or something. So we'll do that. I have these 2. This will probably be beef broccoli, because I noticed, is it this one? No, is it this one? Oh dear. There might be another one out in the... Oh, yeah, it is this one. This is opened. So, it needs to be used up this week. So, we'll do beef broccoli. Pulled out some bacon. And I'm thinking with the bacon, I pulled out this spinach, I will make a quiche for a breakfast. Mississippi pot roast.
And a piece of butter in there?
Yep.
So you just put it in the
Crock pot and let it...
Pot or crock pot?
Yep, crock pot. Defrost overnight low.
Bellies.
Those, I know, you can eat your berries. Have your berries. But I am going to make some kind of cobbler tonight for dessert. So this will be... What will this be? This will be a quiche. And then this will either be for the quiche or for a cabbage dish. That might go in. I'm kind of thinking all these things. But again, lend me your thoughts. Lend me your ideas. I've been hoarding the bacon from that pantry, food pantry haul. And, I mean, the idea is to enjoy it, right? Not just hoard it forever. So we're going to do that. And probably leftovers the next couple of days for lunches because I don't want any of this to go to waste. But for now, that's, again, Lent suggestions. I thought I would have more out here, but I've learned from the last 2 weeks that you pull out all these kinds of things that you want to use up, and life just happens, and then you get overwhelmed and it kind of gets shoved back. So I'm trying to choose small things, and I'll use that up, and then maybe I'll pull out a few more things, use that up. But doing it all at once, I think is actually hurting me more than helping me. So we're going to start with this. Whew. Well, I realized I did not get to close out the video because I kept getting called away, and oh my goodness. Oh, no, we gotta like move towards the stomach. Hi. It's like, I've never seen you do this. Okay. Alright. Okay, I need to wrap up this video, and I realized that I didn't get to do that because I got called away yesterday. So I think I started on a Monday and I was going to end on a Sunday, but we're just ending on a Saturday this past week because the next footage, I kind of tied it in with what's going on this coming week. So we're going to end here. Thank you, everybody. Please give suggestions down below, and I will see you in the next video.